Hi, Francis. Congratulations.
Hey, Colette, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I said on Twitter I thought that was the best I'd ever seen you play. I've seen a few of your matches in the past. Would you agree that that was one of your best matches?
Yeah, it's one of my definitely my best performance start to finish. I mean, it was yeah, it was just scary. Wasn't really making so many unforced errors. I was playing very aggressive. I was playing smart. I wasn't being trying to be too fancy, and I just kind of got it done today. Very professional, very businesslike, and those are kind of performances I'm looking forward to in the future.
Why do you think that happened today?
I mean, a bunch of variable things, but I really wanted it today. I lost them a couple times before. It's a good opportunity for both of us, um, and I knew this was big. I mean, to get to the second week, um, and I and yeah, I mean, I've never been second week here in the Open, and I really wanted to keep this run going.
How did you feel physically after your five setter? Did you have any issues yesterday
Yeah, I
or?
was aching a little bit yesterday. I was kind of tired, but he played 5 hours. I had that in the back of my head, so we both had some long ones, and I think whoever came out with the most energy early, well, I was going to be vital. That was kind of like my plan to come out with a ton of energy early, and that's what I did, and worked out in my favor.
That point that everybody's talking about, he said that even if he couldn't win the match, he was happy to win the point of the tournament or of the day, probably. Um, did you just have to tip your hat to him there?
Yeah, I mean that ball off the net court, I could have just hit it down the line for a winner, but obviously I had to go for the fancy shot, and yeah, he nailed it. I knew that was the only shot he could hit, and he nailed it, and my reaction made it. I knew he was gonna go for it, and I couldn't believe he made it, and that was special. He's a good friend of mine, so that was a good laugh.
Thank you, Colette. Let's
Great,
go.
congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
thank you.
Let's go to Ava from the Washington Post. Ava, you are on live.
Hey, Francis. Congrats on another win. Just wondering, after the five setter, you were just kind of going back and forth, like said, with Wayne, your coach. Did you guys take anything from that match that you wanted to do better that you were able to apply today? Any tweaks like that?
Just the roller coaster. Don't don't lay two sets out of nowhere after winning the first set. Kind of just keep your foot on the gas, and so yeah, I mean just keep a high level the whole time, and I did that to a different level today. I wasn't expecting that, so I'm pretty happy about it.
And you've got your shirt there. I wanted to ask you, you're always talking about how important it is for you to kind of give back to your community in tennis and here in DC as well. But Haley Baptiste is someone who's talked to you a lot about your mentorship and what that has meant to her. How seriously do you take that relationship, specifically just being able to bring kind of younger kids, younger African American kids up in tennis?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And wear it on my sleeve. I love it. Her, Robin, those two are my guys. I'm not gonna let those guys fail. I've been hanging out with Haley a ton this week. I just want to see her win. Robin, I was in the bus. I was in the bus with yesterday, and sorry, I was texting her when I was in the bus yesterday for like 45 minutes, kind of asking her, what she thought about her experience. What I thought, what she can do better. Those two can be really special, especially that they're from part of my area in the DMV. There's nothing I pride more than DC, Maryland, Virginia. So I just want to see them win, and then that goes for way more than that. Everyone in my community, whether it's tennis or whatever they're doing, I just want to see people of color in my communities win. And if they get the inspiration from France Tiafoe, that's even better. That's why I try to give it my all. Because again, I'm not doing it for me. It's way bigger than that.
Why do you think it's important for younger players like that to have somebody who looks like them, somebody who understands their background, is from the same place as them, to be able to talk to and kind of go through things like that, like not just how I'm playing, but my experience at the tournament as a whole and all that stuff. Why does that matter, just to have somebody who gets you in that way around tennis?
It's huge. I mean, they know how you both came out the mud. I would like to call you both came out the mud. You guys both, came out from tough times and trying to go somewhere even that you never even thought in a million years can happen. You're going through the same situations, the same problems, and you can get kind of relate. I know everything they're going through. I physically went through that and mentally, so I can give them advice. They can, and I'm an open guy. I'm such a relaxed guy. They know they can come with me to anything, and I'll be there for them. And just knowing that someone that's always going to be there for you, and it's damn near blood is huge, right? I mean, you get that intel, and you build confidence from that. And I'm not sitting there judging them. They're gonna get real info, and I'm not gonna tell them what they want to hear either. But I think it's a great source. I had a couple guys like that as well when I was coming up. Phil Simmons and guys like that. So I think it's pretty big.
Cool. Thank you, Francis.
Thank you, Ava. Francis, if you could look to the left to the blue monitor. We have a question from Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. What did you learn about Medvedev and what it takes for you to beat him from having played him most recently, the four-setter at this year's Australian Open?
I'm gonna have to stay solid. I'm gonna have to play smart. Can't give him too many unforced errors. Gotta stay solid. Gotta wait for my right ball, and then go crazy. But other than that, play the percentages. He's gonna play funky. He's gonna return from far back. He's gonna put that extra ball back in play. It doesn't look good, but it gets it in. And he's tough. He's a tough out, and he's confident right now. He's playing the best tennis of his life. So, but again, I feel like when I'm playing the way I'm playing right now, I feel like I have a chance against anybody in the world. I felt like that way for years. When I'm starting to finally put it together again. And so, if I can do that come Monday, it's going to be a good one.
Thank you. Let's go back to the video board. Let's go to Andrew from the ATP Tour. Andrew?
Hey, Francis, congrats. I was talking to Wayne yesterday, the day before, and he was telling me about these runs he has. You go on, no music, no nothing, all by yourself. I'm just curious how difficult that was to sort of get used to, and if he does anything more like that to sort of force you to focus.
Right. Wayne's kind of just all been about focus. It's all about focus for me. And I'm a very loosey-goosey guy. And so he's trying to get me to dial it all in. And, him and Zach have been working and talking for hours on end, trying to get me in uncomfortable positions and focus. Doing things I don't want to do, but focus and do it to the highest level. So running for 30 minutes on a treadmill, no music, was horrible. Looking at a wall, absolutely horrible. Just hitting up the middle and cross courts for, 30 balls in a row, only counting my 30. And if I miss, start again. Things that are so simple, but, you miss a couple balls and you get pissed off and you say, fuck this, you don't want to do it, but, you got to get it done. And it's all focus. And so it's been helping me. But again, he's helped so much on the mental side, not just on the tennis side. So he's a hell of a guy. He's a great addition to my team. And him and Zach work great together. I'm happy to have him. And it's been a good run so far.
Thank you, Andrew.
And you were sort of...
Last question will be for Dwight from Times We. Dwight, you have our last question of the press conference.
Great. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your win today. I just want to know, you've been referred to as the last man standing, the last American man standing. What's your reaction to that and going into this next match?
Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, you've been referred to as the last American man standing. What pressure does that put on you, and what's your thought on that going into this next match?
Nah, man, that's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. I think American tennis is in a great place right now. Taylor Fritz is playing great tennis. Riley Polk is playing great tennis. So is Tommy Paul. and obviously we have our vets, Sam Querrey, Isner, and all these guys. But as far as the young guys, I think we're all in a great place. Guys got great teams around them, and I think in a few years, or even sooner, even now, guys are going to be ready to be in second weeks more readily. So me being here by myself, I don't feel alone. Those guys, they support me, I support them, and again, I just don't feel alone in it. But as far as me just being the last one left, I'm just worried about myself and worried about trying to win a tennis match.
Okay. Thank you very much, Francis. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks.